Isn't it interesting how Brother Love had his life drastically affected by the likes of two Geminis, Tupac and the notorious B.I.G., only to have his life affected by a third Gemini so many decades later? Kanye West has unloaded many accusations against P. Diddy, and one of Ye's boldest accusations is that P. Diddy works for the feds.
None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait,
no, hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't get fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my coat.
Ye has even went on further to mention and insinuate that Brother Love, Diddy, is in fact a major handler of many artists and black entertainers within the industry. And for decades, Diddy has dodged questions and the rumors that he played any involvement in the death of his once arch nemesis Tupac Shakur.
Listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And some people of an alternative mindset have even speculated that Diddy may have played a role in the death of the notorious B.I.G. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has alluded in several interviews that Diddy at one point in time had even wished death upon not only simply Tupac Shakur, but also the notorious B.I.G., who was actually his #1 selling artist at the time.
Something gotta change. I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail.
And for all of the legendary rumors of the likes of Suge Knight and his intimidation tactics, it is safe to say that throughout time, P. Diddy has been able to consolidate far more power and become even more intimidating than Suge Knight could have ever dreamed of. But at this stage in his career, P. Diddy seems to have had several weaknesses be exposed publicly. One of his major weaknesses is Mace and Betha. Diddy finds himself locked into a grudge match with legendary Harlem rapper and former Bad Boy artist Mace. Mace for many years has been an unrelenting thorn in P. Diddy's side. Before the current inception of social media, one could argue that many artists with similar complaints as Mace could be ignored and even blacklisted. Mace and Betha would not be the first artist or business partner to publicly out Diddy. Former Bad Boy artist Mark Curry released a tell-all book in 2009 detailing the business dealings of Diddy as a possessive and selfish business mogul. In his book, Dancing with the Devil, Curry elaborates. Even worse, Puff charged the artist for his appearances on their records and in their videos, usually without them even realizing it until they received their royalty statements. With a stated net worth close to $1 billion, Diddy has been able to remain a master of marketing the culture. However, in recent times, with the changing of the culture and the inception of technology via social media, it seems that Diddy has lost a lot of traction within the culture. Diddy's career has been riddled with strife and controversy from the very beginning. Mace and Betha has been on a multi-year campaign against Diddy. 15 years ago, he would not have been able to survive. In fact, once he had retired after his first album, Mace and Betha quickly moved down south and began to take on his new career as a pastor. One can only imagine if Mace had the ability to use social media as effective as he's been able to do today, would he have become a preacher after retiring from Bad Boy Records? And as it appears, it is quite possible that P. Diddy may be up to his old tactics that former artists in the industry have accused him of, including blackballing, having artist shows canceled, such as Mace. Recently, Mace was set to go on the Three-Headed Monster Tour featuring Cameron and Jadakiss, and then abruptly, the tour was canceled. And for years now, Mace has been at odds with Diddy publicly. But this time around, it's a little bit different. Mace has enlisted the backing of Kanye West, who also has exploded on Diddy publicly and also has went as far as to stating that Diddy may be working with the feds. This allegation seems to be corroborated by Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, who recently came forward stating that the mysterious mogul in the room who went to the feds against Suge Knight Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince was none other than P. Diddy himself.
Puff is the one who goes back and he tells, like he did when Suge, Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, I think it was Irv Gotti could have been a part of that too, when they was all trying to get that distribution company together, he the one went back and told Jimmy Iovine them, and then him and Kirk Burroughs Kirk said he didn't know what he was doing. They took paperwork and they took some stuff up to the feds.
We all had a meeting of the mind. You know, someone left that meeting talking about our movement. And a lot of times, you know, I don't believe in announcing something before I conquer it. And, you know, unfortunately, the feds hit all of us at the same time, which I don't think was a coincidence.
Yeah.
So, you know, as you know, they destroyed and dismantled Murder Inc. You know, they done Suge pretty bad, and I was the last one standing, even though they put hitmen and different things on me as well.
For the longest, many have alluded that it was Jay-Z, as a mysterious figure in the room, that went and told on 3 black men and break up the deal possibly of a black distribution in the United States. Mace's campaign has been growing online considerably, and with the recent 3-Headed Monster tour canceled, it only emboldens Mace and Betha's statements. And with Kanye West's public accusations against Diddy that he works for the feds, it also encouraged Gene Deal to come forward with the story about the black mogul that interrupt the possibility of setting up the first major distribution in the United States, owned by black people. It appears that old skeletons in Diddy's closet are being exposed in front of a new audience.
Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
Is that a challenge?
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Black folks are nosy. They have specials. Nosy specials. Why does a bee make honey? You ain't a bee. Why do you give a fuck?
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
If he dies, he dies.